OpenAI just launched its new flagship model, GPT 5.6, and it has merged Codex into ChatGPT. So now, like Claude, there is no separate app for Codex. But is GPT 5.6 really better than GPT 5.5? Let's test it. Hi friends, welcome back to Pre-Dev Tech. First, let me download the all-new ChatGPT app. After installing it, you can see there is now only one app for both ChatGPT and Codex. You can now do complex tasks inside ChatGPT, such as creating files, building websites, researching, coding, and automating different tasks. You can also select the new flagship GPT 5.6 models, starting with Sol, followed by Terra and Luna. You can also select the speed and effort level, similar to GPT 5.5. Now, to open a normal ChatGPT conversation, you have to press Option, Command, and N. You can also access chat from the left panel. But the history in the left panel is only showing my old Codex tasks. At first, it looks like my old ChatGPT history has disappeared. But you have to click at the top of the chat window to see your previous conversations. Now, let me test how the new GPT 5.6 performs. Here, you can see this website was designed using GPT 5.5. I'm going to give the exact same prompt to the new GPT 5.6. Let's see what it does. Now you can also see a brand new option called Sites. This could be a game changer. You can now build a complete website or app directly on the web. You don't need to manually upload the project to GitHub or Vercel. You will get a live link similar to Lovable or Figma sites. Now, let me check what the new GPT 5.6 has done with my Codex task. It looks quite similar for now. Here, you can see the old and new versions side by side. Honestly, they look almost the same to me. I'll give it more specific commands and test it properly in another video. Now, let me give a task to Sites. Here, you can see this website was originally built locally. Let me give the same task to Sites and see whether it can publish the website online. In the meantime, let me give another task to Codex and see whether it can handle two tasks simultaneously. And yes, you can see it is doing both tasks at the same time. Now, let's check whether there are any changes in the web version as well. No, the web version still seems mostly dedicated to normal ChatGPT conversations. Let me give a design task here as well. This time, I'll select GPT 5.6 Sol with the high effort option. Now, you can also check your usage by clicking your name in the bottom left corner. It now shows your usage, limits, reset time, and remaining credits more clearly. You may also get an option to add more credits. The page design is already complete. Let's check it. Again, it seems very similar to GPT 5.5. At least for this simple design task, I don't see a major difference between GPT 5.5 and GPT 5.6. The Sites task has also finished. Now, let me check the live URL. Somehow, the URL is not showing. It looks like I need to share the website first. Let me select anyone on the internet and publish it. And yes, it works. The website is now live and anyone can open it using this link. So, that's it for this first look at GPT 5.6, the new ChatGPT app, Codex integration, and the new Sites feature. Let me know in the comments how your experience with GPT 5.6 has been. Do you think it is better than GPT 5.5? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. See you soon.